evening, everyone. This is William QTV with your host, Telly. And today on Know Your Health, I have Health Commission Officer who is going to take us through cancer since it's the month of cancer campaign awareness. Hello, sir.
Hello.
I would like you to introduce yourself.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'm Isaac Ouma. I'm a clinical medicine officer, and I'm really privileged to be here with you to share this information about health, more so about the cancer campaign during this cancer awareness period.
Thank you, Isaac. I'd like you to tell us what is cancer.
Cancer, definitely. Cancer is the abnormality of the cells that are uncontrolled, that are growing inside someone's body, that actually they come and erupt and they grow into a tumor that definitely goes into a disease, and you can make a cell not to function, a cell or a tissue or an organ not function.
And what is it that causes this cancer?
Actually, cancer is a number of things that it's been caused by. Actually, cancer, the first most thing that causes cancer is things like chemicals. We have chemicals, for instance, let's assume the drugs, some medical drugs that you take after you are incurring a certain treatment. When they go past the recommended dose, it tends to cause cancer. We also have the industrial chemicals that also cause cancer. We have also the environmental factors that cause cancer. For instance, when we talk about the ultraviolet rays, that is very direct to the skin for people who have some light skin issues that it causes cancer. For instance, a cancer of the skin that is called the melanoma. We also have issues like when we come to and the radiations. For instance, the radiations actually causes a lot of cancer when it comes to breast cancer. Yes.
So does that mean a person like me is likely to get cancer very easily?
Yeah, actually for you to get cancer, most of the things that we consider is lifestyle choices, how you're living your life, how you're trying to make things work for you, because one of the things that are very crucial that can lead to cancer are lifestyle behaviors. For instance, if you decide to start smoking is the serious thing that can really cause cancer. A lot of serious deadly cancers that are leading to deaths are being caused by smoking. So if you choose to...
you said the light skinned people because of
ultraviolet rays.
Yeah. So does that mean like if you're light skinned, you are at a disadvantage of getting this deadly disease called cancer?
Not necessarily if you are light skinned, but if you have skin defections. For instance, you have skin defections and you go to certain areas that we have direct and strong ultraviolet rays from the sun, the sun actually will tend to alter your cells function, that can lead to a tumor, that can lead to definitely to a skin cancer that is called melanoma.
So I wanted to ask on behalf of our viewers, how would I know that I am at a risk of getting this disease? And
actually, for you to know if you are susceptible of getting cancer or not, actually you need to check a lot of things about yourself. One, you need to monitor your diet. Actually, your diet is the most serious thing that people should consider, because if you go on eating things like junk food, a lot of junk foods can cause cancer, and the junk food, then you can grow into obesity. You also need to check your weight, because out of obesity you can actually get cancer. You also need to check, as the way I've said earlier, about your behavior, a lot of things, how you're doing, like smoking or anything. Yeah. So if you want to prevent not to get the cancer, one thing you need to do, as they say, I've said, you monitor your diet, ensure that your diet goes as per recommendations, that you don't eat too much of the junk food that can lead actually to obesity. So on obesity, you also need to check on your height, your weight, not height, on your weight, because if you are too much heavy that you cannot sustain the body mass, actually you tend to have obesity, and the obesity definitely causes cancer. You also need to check on exercise. on life daily basis. You don't need to be so much relaxed. You actually need to take some walks, have some runs. When you are going somewhere on a tall building, it's advisable you have you take the stairs so that at least to break the fats down, because we also have the cancer of the fats that actually it's very serious, and it takes to someone, actually it can lead to death.
Oh yeah. Okay. And there's this term that is called screening. In this, would you like tell us what screening is and how it's associated with cancer?
Yeah. Actually, in screening is the first process that we undertake when you think that you have cancer. Actually, even if you don't think that you have cancer, screening is the first thing that you should do it. Actually, like now, you can walk into a health facility and demand that I need to undergo a screening. So a screening is a test that is being done. A test that is being done to go into the body cells to ensure that there is not any cancer, cancer tumors that is growing into your body. So under screening, we have machines and everything, and practitioners who are so much educated and specialized in oncology. They will take you through the entire screening thing. So after screening is when screening will be grouped into two stages. We have the symptomatic, then asymptomatic. The symptomatic is after the screening. Now the screening will detect if you already have cancer. So the cancer has symptoms. After the screening is when you can know it. So we have also the asymptomatic. So this is where now the screening is very important, because the asymptomatic ones might not actually show that you have cancer. For instance, the signs like you are restless, there are some shedding of hair, you are breathless, and you are losing weight actually. So in that case, you are asymptomatic. So the screening will help to identify the asymptomatic cancer that is in your body. Yes.
And also, there are so many types of cancer. Would you elaborate to us so that we get to understand what cancer is and what types of cancer there are out there, and also the stages that are in cancer?
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we have different types of cancer. Actually, we have carcinomas, we have lymphomas, we have leukemia, and we have seranomas. So in those now, those are the major things. So the major that actually happens and that is deadly in the human beings is the carcinoma. So the carcinomas mostly affect the lungs, they affect the breast, they affect the pancreas, they also affect parts like, let's say, the liver. Those are the most of the carcinomas that do affect the human body. We also have the lymphomas. The lymphomas are the cancers of the lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are the ones who are dealing with the defense, body defense. For instance, let's take the bone marrow. You know, the bone marrow is where the red blood cells are being manufactured, the white blood cells. So from there, you can get the lymphomas. That is now the lymph cancer. We also have leukemias. Leukemias is the cancer of the blood. Yeah, that's the cancer of the blood. So most of the cancers now, that's the types of cancer. Now, most of the cancers are being named related to the body organ that it originates. For instance, when we say the lung is an organ of the body. So cancer of the lung, we call it a lung cancer. We have the breast cancer. We have the head and neck cancer. We also have the thyroid cancer. We have the esophageal cancer. We have a lot of cancers actually. They are past 100. Yes, all related to the body parts. You know, we have different parts of the body. So every part of the body might tend to have cancer actually when exposed, because after the genetic mutation, when you have the DNA mutation where the cells overrun and copy the DNA before the mutation, you tend to have cancer. So any part of the body can actually have cancer.
And about the stages of cancer, how many stages of cancer do we have? And also, which stage is more deadly? Yeah. And how is there a way that can be prevented?
Yes, actually, we have three stages of cancer. We have stage 1, we have stage 2, and we have stage 3. So in stage 1, this is asymptomatic This is a symptomatic level of cancer. This is whereby you have not yet realized that you have cancer. For instance, when you have a breast cancer, but yet it has not yet started showing signs in your body. So that is the first stage. Actually, that is not the deadliest because it's when the cancer is starting. So that is the acute point of cancer actually. So we have stage 2 of cancer. That is now the symptomatic, whereby cancer has started showing signs. For instance, let's assume the breast cancer. So on the breast cancer, the symptomatic stage of cancer, we have whereby now the breast have started swelling. The breasts have started swelling. We're having some discharge coming out from the tips of the breasts. We also have some underlying issues that are now taking. For instance, you are now starting to feel some tiredness. You are becoming now feel some serious pain. So that is the symptomatic part of cancer. Now the third and the most serious one is the chronic part of the cancer. So in the chronic part, this is now it has overridden the first stage. It has taken over the second stage. Now we are at the third stage of the third and last stage of cancer. The third and last, actually, this is the deadliest part because after this, actually, there is no possibilities of reversing cancer. In the first and second, if taken earlier precautions, you can actually reverse the cancer. Cancer can be cured if screened early and detected actually, and if it is it's not metastatic. Metastatic is whereby a cancer has spread into the neighboring organs of the body. For instance, let's assume you have breast cancer, then it spreads to the lung. So that is a metastatic level. So when the tumor has just grown, it has not yet grown into metastatic, you can actually operate and actually remove the tumor, and you can be well, you can be cured. Now let's come to the third stage of cancer, that's the chronic. So these people, most of the people who are coming for screening, they actually realizing that they have cancer at the third point, because now it's taking serious, the air is dropping, they have cut some significant weight in their body. Yes, so that is now the third and the chronic. So in that level of cancer actually, there is a very little that can actually operation. Some actually can't be operated because let's assume it has grown into metastatic, it has spread into other organs in the body. It will actually affect the general functioning of the body. Because for instance, if it is a breast and it has grown next to the lung, and you also having the neck because it's growing, cancer can grow into the other organs. So if at all it's grown into this, now this is the problem, it cannot even be operated. You cannot be operated on two serious body organs. They can't operate on the lung at the same time, they can't operate on the breast at the same time, they can't operate on the liver at the same time. Actually, your body will just die on the table, the operation table. So at this time, the little that we can do is we have chemotherapies. These are the drugs that we take, chemotherapy and the radiography. That's the only thing that can make your life. Yes.
Okay. So after you get the chemotherapy and radiotherapy, it's not guaranteed that you're going to be cured from cancer, but at least there is hope.
Yeah, actually you won't be cured. Because when you are using the chemotherapy, you are almost at the last stages of the cancer. So you have some time that you can have around, but it can't be cured. Cancer can only be cured if detected early and the tumor has not grown to other organs that can be operated and can be removed. Then you can undergo all the treatment procedures. You can get well. But at the last stage, you can't actually count that you are going to be cured out of cancer.
So does that mean there is no hope for that person that is in the third stage of cancer?
Yes, let's say about hope. Actually, because a lot of things are happening and we need to be realistic, the chemotherapy will help sustain, but you won't be cured. So it will keep you for some time, but you won't be cured because the cancer has really grown. There is nothing that can be done actually.
Wow, seems like it's a really serious disease. So what would you tell people out there so that they can be able to prevent themselves from getting this deadly disease?
how you can prevent yourself. You have some simple things that you can do. Actually, one is your life behaviors, your life choices. Let's assume the most serious one and the most one that can really be prevented, that is smoking. Smoking is the most causative agent to a lot of cancers, deadly cancers that are happening. So if you can avoid smoking, actually you can actually minimize the chances of you getting cancer. The second one is also try to keep yourself from these radiations and try to maintain your diet. When you maintain your diet, a lot of things can happen, and you maintain your diet and monitor so that you ensure that you don't get yourself into obesity situations, because obesity definitely leads to cancer. So you maintain yourself, you ensure that you don't get yourself into obesity. So those are the most important things that can really prevent you. And also the last and very important is you go for screening and the checkups in the medical. Whenever you feel like you are okay, actually that is the time that you should go and visit the health facility and get checked up for cancer and the possibility of cancer, because you can assume you are okay. In the real sense, you have asymptomatic cancer. So going for screening is the most important thing. So in case of that, you have gone for screening and there is early detection of cancer, the operation can be done and the tumor can be removed early enough before it has gone into chronic level.
Thank you so much. Since it's the month of spreading awareness about cancer, I want our practitioner here to send a positive message to those people that are suffering from this disease.
You think that you have cancer and you feel you have cancer, so it's not a death sentence. So I know it can be a shocking thing. Actually, many people try to imagine that the life is ending. Actually, that is not the case. The chemotherapy and the radiographies can keep you for some time, and also there is hope. There is hope for cancer that has not developed into the chronic stage, that you can really be healed.
Thank you, sir, for joining us today. So this was Know Your Health with me, your girl, Telly. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that is Bull MQ TV, the #1 TV